ball game.
Good guys, welcome back to Shonen Hoops. It's your boy Omar. Well, how we feeling, Andy? How we feeling?
And feeling pretty good. As we've stated, this is the second part. We've talked about the garbage disappointments in the East, and it's now time to talk about the people who have surprised us in the East.
Yes. I personally have three surprises. So does Andy. So let's just get right into it. Andy, you're gonna start this one off. Your first surprise.
All right, so my first surprise isn't my biggest surprise, obviously, but I'm gonna say the Milwaukee Bucks have actually managed to figure it out, which I was not expecting them to do. I think they added Kyle Kuzma in the end of the trade deadline. I'll be honest, I haven't seen these games, but they're fourth in the East. Damian Lillard's finally becoming Damian Lillard, which means he just got used to actually playing in Milwaukee, which is what everybody, the Dame defenders are saying. Just give him some time to get used to their style. Giannis is still Giannis, but they kind of were struggling in the beginning, but they've actually, I feel like they've been riding the ball lately, and they're fourth in the East, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think it's fair. Dame absolutely deserved the second year. You know, when two stars like this collide, you need to give them more than a year. But Milwaukee was not one of my three teams. But I will say I'm surprised that they've been able to survive without Bobby Portis for this stretch. It seems like Chris Middleton died for their sins, but you know.
I mean, hey man, someone has to be sent to the Shadow Realm at some point, and he paid the price for it.
Yeah, and I'm very intrigued. I would love to see a Celtics Bucks second round series personally. Yeah. I think the weakness of Boston taking a lot of threes, Milwaukee is like the very perfect matchup for them, and I would be very interested to see that matchup.
So what is yours? Since my third did not make your list.
My third, I just want to give love to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's your least surprising. Okay, all right.
Yes, I knew Cleveland was gonna be good. I didn't know. I'm just very surprised by the jump Evan Mobley has taken this year. He can easily be the second option, that belongs to the backcourt in Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and it's the fact that they're not getting any love from the Nash. Donovan Mitchell, for whatever reason, is not in any MVP conversations. I think it's kind of wild, but I get it. The display SGA and Jokic has put on, I get it. But Cleveland has been very good this year. They have very little weaknesses, if any, and they could very well win it all this year. Max Strus is playing extremely well. DeAndre Hunter has been a magnificent add at the deadline. Jared Allen's playing well. Okoro's playing well. It seems like Ty Jerome has been amazing this year. I just want to give a lot of love to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I personally hope they win it all.
I won't go that far, but I will say they were like my two basically for surprising teams that have been well. But I think it's because we went from the free agency going from all right, it's either Evan Mobley or Jared Allen because clearly they can't play together well. To Evan Mobley, like I said, making a huge jump, being, I guess just switching his game or just finding where he fits in this puzzle. Because I like to say it this way, it's like they kind of look like OKC in the sense that every player that goes up can score buckets or can do something effective for the team to get a W. And that's how they're up right now to 15 wins straight. So tip my hat to you, Cleveland. Keep doing what you're doing. I'd love to see you guys in the finals, but I'm not going to go as far as say as I want you guys to win. I do love me some D-Mitch, some Spider.
Yeah, I want a small market team to win, personally.
OKC, man. So that's who I want to win. But that's not here.
I'd be cool either or. I want a Cavs Thunder finals.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, who is your number two?
That was my number two. The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay. Yeah, right. So my number two belongs to the Indiana Pacers.
Okay.
Obi Toppin has been playing amazing. Tyrese Halliburton has turned it around. He is back to playing as he was playing last year. Andrew Nembhard is playing well. Miles Turner. I hope finally people realize you can't trade garbage to take him away from the Pacers. I love it. I like what Pascal Siakam's been doing for them. I think as a team, the Indiana Pacers have looked very dangerous, and they're going to be a tough out for whoever ends up being fourth or whoever their first round matchup series is. I like what the Pacers have done, and I just been very surprised because I think to start the year I had them towards 7th, maybe 8th, but they've held strong in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I agree. Indiana Pacers have been, honestly, I feel like they're kind of doing as well as I thought they were going to be doing. So it's not too surprising to me. I thought they'd be, well, let me think. If I'm trying to think back to what we said, I don't think I had him maybe just above plans. Who knows? There's been a whole bunch of stuff in the East that's been happening, injuries left and right. The whole season's been kind of a mess. But for me, the Pacers have had an expectation of like, you can be a playoff contention team, and that for me, that was where I was like, okay, this is my bar you got to meet. So I still do believe they might be a first round exit, but I'm excited to see them, pass that bar. So like, excited
basketball.
Yeah, it's getting good. We're getting to the final stretch, and that's how we're here to tell you guys who to look out for. So I'm assuming we both have the same number 1. Like there's no.
I really hope so.
We do.
Detroit
Pistons, guys.
Okay. So now let me.
Yeah, you can sing your praises.
Listen. You see the logo behind me, right?
Yeah.
Right. I think Dwight Howard is the greatest player in Magic history, and I think Shaq is a legendary player in his own right. In NBA history. But this man is so bad for the league right now. I am so sick and tired of him not watching the NBA, not doing this, that, or the other, and yet we're here. He's talking about the Pistons. Did you see it? Did you see the clip where he was like, Chauncey Billups has them playing hard?
Oh yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, yeah.
Billups coaches the Blazers.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pistons suck. They're probably still 8 games under. They're up. They're 6 games above 500.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Like, I don't understand. Kate Cunningham has arguably been a top 3-point guard this year. Malik Beasley can't miss. The signings of Tim Hardaway Jr. and Tobias Harris have worked out great. Jalen Duren, Ausar Thompson has played well. Hopefully Jaden Ivey comes back in time for the playoffs so we can see what this healthy roster looks like. But I just love what the Pistons have done. The vibes are great over there in Detroit, and they look like going to be a force in the East for years to come. I just love what I've been seeing.
No, yeah. I mean, no matter what, nobody. I don't want to hear it from no fans, from anybody, no analysts, or some BS of I knew they were good. They were the worst sports team potentially last year.
I didn't say this good, but I said they're going to be good.
Right. I don't want to hear nothing about they're going to be 6th in the East. That's all I'm saying. We thought play-ins. Let's be real here.
I did.
Yeah. Bro, you know what? Roll the clip back right now. Roll clip. I have Detroit at 11.
I have Detroit at 10. Detroit at 10.
There. That's all that needs to be said. If you know what? All I know is I thought they were going to be bottom of the barrel. I thought they were going to barely scrape it, but guess he turned it on. Guess he realized, oh, wait a second, I can ball. And Detroit's, they haven't looked back. I'm glad to see that they have the mentality of leave things in the past because we're going straight forward. And like you said, maybe in a couple of years, who knows where they're going to end up in? Because as of the team right now, I think they're still think that they're the young core. I kind of feel like they're gonna be looking like Orlando Magic last year, kind of gaining that experience of playoffs and having a tough first round. But we'll see. Kate Cunningham has been fantastic. I hope to see the team fully healed and everybody being able to see a full team so that we can see a very competitive playoffs. But Detroit Pistons, you guys brought it. Y'all got it. I apologize. I hope that you never see damn near 25 losses in a row again. I'm glad that the fans are finally eating their boneless chicken tenders or their boneless chicken wings. They deserve this. They've been going through it, but I'm glad that the fans are happy and I'm glad that you guys are doing well.
Yeah, I'm very happy for Detroit. I love watching the Pistons play. it's and I think for a first round matchup, I think at this point they're gonna get New York in the first round. I'm not saying I'm picking Detroit over New York, but the way the Knicks are being coached right now, the Pistons have enough talent to give the Knicks a lot of trouble, especially if they could make this a 6-7 game series.
I mean, who knows? They're in a battle with the Pacers right now, so they could be 5th or 6th. But that's gonna be that's what we're here for, to celebrate, to react to this final stretch, and honestly, just to react to this whole damn season that honestly has been just riddled with injuries left and right. But as the NBA does, there's always the next player up, and that's why I love this sport.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Let us know in the comment section what you guys think. Who is the most surprising team out east for you guys? See you guys next time.
Peace.